Hey, welcome to Hate Watch headquarters.
Hey guys.
Today we're sponsored by white supremacy. It's
the best color snow.
White snow supremacy.
Wow.
See, we got you. You were like, where are they going to go with this?
Yeah.
Where are they going to go with this?
You know, they used to call me that in 5th grade.
White snow?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the other way around.
Snow white. Oh, wait. You ate me up so I can walk on mountains.
Wait, guys, it was the other way around. They also used to call me something else in
feel
school.
That hair.
They also call me. They call me what?
Pretty?
No. Hairy arms.
Really?
Mustache girl.
I will never forget. I'm sorry that I am going to give the full government name right now. I'll never forget in 6th grade, Sarah was a Spartapoo, used to get scissors and cut her leg hair with scissors during history class. And Sarah said, Matt, can I borrow your scissors? I said, Sarah, no.
Oh my God. You don't want her leg hair all over you?
I did. Now at 25, I would have been like, yeah, sure.
I mean, it's kind of sad. Probably her mom didn't let her nair.
It's definitely one of those things of like, mom didn't want me
to shave.
And I'm like a 12-year-old girl who's maybe a little hairier than some others, got a little hairier earlier.
Bitch, I told you before, like my mom literally
Oh, you were one of those kids too, right?
Well, she made me bleach my arm hair instead of shave it off. I wanted to shave it off or nair it off. Whatever.
Some stories you have are very incriminating to your parents.
It's the only child syndrome where she didn't want to let me grow up. I had armpit hair. I stunk. I needed a actual bra. Nope, training bra only. And I'm like, bitch, this is just an undershirt. Like I still have the cone sticking out, and then now I go no bra. Now I'm like fuck the bra.
Well, now it's evened out. Now it's good.
No, honestly, I've lost.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I have less boob now than
this
10.
Green hair on you is everything.
Thank you.
Spoiler: I sang at a concert yesterday, and I wore the green wig, and my friend Daniela wore the blue wig.
You're quick with that.
What?
Yeah, you're already jumping on June 16th or something.
Yeah. But I wanted to say, like I'm obviously a natural green-haired man. But you are doing it.
Thank you. No, really. I actually like that I'm on to do like the swoop bang. I like that you have the blunt bang hair long. Yeah.
Miss Pink Moscato.
Hey, you guys will hear those lyrics in 2027.
I hope so.
On like our joint album, we're gonna have to really sit under Hate Watch.
Me. I'll have to go to a vocal coach if we're gonna.
No,
sing
I mean
together.
like we really will. Like that's our tour.
Yeah, your trouble. We'll definitely do a gag song at some point.
And we'll do the same thing Trisha does, where it's just the VIP, and you go, "Thank you, Chicago." It's like 10 people.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Tell me about this duck.
It's a duck getting water.
I like that. Where'd you get it from?
I got it on Buy Nothing. They gave me 3 of them. I forgot. Oh my God, I forgot the artist's name, but it's amazing. Joey something, I think. But I think this one's called Duck Waiting for Complimentary Bread Basket.
Oh.
There's one of called Lizard Reaches Goal Weight, and it's a picture of him in his bathroom like this on the scale with his tail cut off.
Is that in your bathroom?
It's the one right there. It fell off.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a third of toilet paper rolls being like, hope we don't get used. It's so funny. I love it. It's cute.
It's really cute. Buy Nothing really hits and eats.
Famously saw the Tony Awards from Buy Nothing. Like that's still crazy. And I got that Coach bag from Buy Nothing.
Oh my God.
I know. Here's a haiku. Big back Birkin bag, batty shot o'clock. It's DJ Khaled.
That's good. Yes.
Thank you. Here's our historic quote of the day. It's my favorite one. It's absolutely my favorite one. I couldn't imagine somebody like Osama Bin Laden wait. A spoiler. I'm
Take it back.
Here's our historic quote of the day. I couldn't imagine somebody like Osama Bin Laden understanding the joy of Hanukkah.
George W. Bush. He goes, listen, that let me hit this drive. Like he said something like absolutely insane.
Is that the one where he tried to get shot and he went, miss me?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm sorry. I have to stop you right here. I'm sorry. I can't imagine Osama Bin Laden understanding the joys of Hanukkah. Like 7 nights. That candle went burning. It's a new gift each night. But there's latkes, applesauce, sour cream. You're
gonna tell me George W. Bush understands it?
I don't know if he does either.
He seems so Presbyterian to me.
Episcopalian pose?
Yes.
I'm Episcopalian,
Methodist.
so I'll only have the shrimp. Thank you. I was thinking about I thought like 2 days ago, and I was like, I wonder how I can work with an Episcopalian mixed up with pescatarian.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a humorist. I'm sorry you guys don't get me.
God, that's huge.
As a funny man.
That's a big brain shit.
Thank you. Yeah. I was like, Episcopalian? Yeah, let's go to Red Lobster. Wait.
Tell me.
Sure.
Abby Lee at Olive Garden.
Stop. So she goes, That video is so funny because she's like, it's classic. It's a chain. I know what I'm going to get and I'm going to like it. I think it looks so gross. She got pasta sauce and pasta with like a drizzle of Alfredo.
Yeah.
I'll be vulnerable. I'm not the Alfredo man.
Which is kind of nuts to me.
It just isn't going to feel good in me.
Oh my God. I mean, a cream sauce. No, how about a blush? Can we meet in the middle on like a blush? Sauce? Yeah. Thank you. You've redeemed because no. That's slander here. I don't mix that shit together.
Timmy's made homemade Alfredo.
And it's
that's
good.
Delicious. But it's just cream and cheese and butter. It's not like the jarred, which I'm sure is also just cream, cheese, and butter.
Yeah.
But it's a little different.
Now tell me, have you ever had a cacio e pepe?
No.
I've
had cacio e pepe.
Yeah.
Gnocchi.
Now that's fire.
It's delicious.
There's like, it's like the peppery.
I like it.
Little goodness.
I love like a lemon garlic situation.
Yeah. Now tell me about our seafood boil. We can't do it in front of the Sephora wall.
Not anymore.
No, guys.
Not anymore.
Rip.
I changed the color of my wall.
Not this one, babe.
Not this one, babe. I'm gonna do a second coat.
You are.
I bought 2 cans.
I see. She needs a little bit of a little concealer.
Well, I bought 2 cans and I only used 1, so I'll do second coat.
Kara, please don't brush side to side. Please.
Kara,
I'll do it. I'll do it, and we'll put some tape down so that
we'll
doesn't happen.
We'll have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, so
not to drag.
So by the way, I painted it. I tried. It's just funny. I had like an artistic choice to make it like brush because there was a ladder. There's a ladder to get to the top, but the ladder was gone. Oh. So I went as high as I could, and then I went white. This is kind of funny.
You're on your couch.
No, so I was. I moved the couch. I was on like a little step stool.
Okay.
And so I had the idea of like it's white. It's like a big stripe. It's a big stripe of like this terracotta color. There's some at the top, some at the bottom. What if I kind of like frayed it to have it be like art classroom?
Okay, I'm gonna say it's more marinara than terracotta, but it
dried darker than anticipated.
Okay.
But I have white cabinets that I'm going up there, and it's gonna match the white wall with the terracotta
That's the cabinet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be white. It's gonna be mirrored.
You just needed more storage, and you said, you know what, I need to make this.
Well, yeah. So my partner's moving in with me, and so I had a striped wall, and I said I don't want him to move into my apartment. I wanted to make it our apartment. That
is like so interesting. When you said that to me, I was like, that's so cute how you gave him like a wall. Well. This is your corner, babe.
No, we're doing a lot. That's the first thing that my debit card could have.
Right.
And then I bought us new shelves that Timmy has to send my Venmo. You have to do my Venmo request.
Right. Yeah.
I don't care that your parents bought dinner yesterday. And they're taking us to see Real One Have Curves tomorrow. You need to do that Venmo request.
Come on.
By the way, it's jokes. If anybody sees it, I want to thank you guys again for your continued support and love and make me feel like loved. Yeah. So my classmate's getting canceled on Reddit. Let's talk about that. Oh my God. There's someone I went to college with who we never had any classes together, but he was quite the enigma. And he is a very nice guy. He's unintentional, but he sometimes is difficult to be around. Mm-hmm.
Content creator, would you say?
Yes, aspiring content creator.
Okay.
And I know that he has some severe autism where his social cues struggle. He struggles to know when he needs to take a step back and move on to a different person or a different topic. Or like, he'll, oh, Matt, like you look big today. He don't mean it.
Like just bold.
Yeah, like he went to a few of my friends after the concert for Niche Media and said, "You were good, but you're not as good as Katie."
Oh, wow.
It's like stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, and if you meet him, you understand very quickly that A, it's not purposeful, and B, that there's something else happening, you know? And so someone posted online like a takedown of him, saying, "Has anyone met him? He's a monster. He's annoying. He's difficult." And there were tons and tons and tons of comments saying, "This person's awful. I hate this person." Blah, blah, blah. It got to the point where he got fired from his job.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna name the job?
No.
Okay. That's terrible.
And I'm sure that he was a difficult employee. He can be very difficult, and it's very frustrating because I got downvoted to hell, but I commented, I said, "Hey, just so you know, blah, 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 is extremely autistic."
Okay.
And people were like, "Autism doesn't excuse blah, blah, blah." And it hurt my heart a little bit because they were publicly tar and feathering someone in the same way also being ableist, because autism is a spectrum. And there's a real rise right now in self-diagnosing, or people thinking or getting diagnosed with or assuming they have like level 1 autism, and autism is not always love on the spectrum, glass half full. Sometimes these people have meltdowns, public instances where they can't assimilate to normal standards, traditional standards.
Right.
And it left me very upset to see valid critique of his behavior, because if we're calling a spade, I don't necessarily believe that he has always been held accountable enough for his actions. He said some crazy stuff.
Right.
There was an issue where he used to like text pretty girls 400 times in a night.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
that behavior that is not okay.
Right.
Has gone without significant reprimanding.
Well, here's my thing. If he was doing bad at the job he had, right? Like if he's actually doing a terrible job, you get fired for that. But why get fired for being canceled?
Well, he wasn't. There was a long list of people saying, I met him at this job and he was awful and he did this.
So the job didn't want to be didn't want to have that associated with them. All right.
Yes.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay. I see that.
And
but it's
so
also
I read all the
sad.
comments. People were saying, oh, I saw at his college productions. And I remember being like, so our college productions were not public.
We're about 12 minutes in.
I accidentally doxed him.
It's okay.
But
we're back.
People were saying information that I knew about him that were not true. They were saying this is where he lives. He does not live there. This is what his parents do. His parents don't do that. There was like, I saw him in
total
this.
Lies.
I know you couldn't have. And people, that's why I called it tar and feathering. They were joining the masses with pitchforks to get upvotes on Reddit.
Oh, that's crazy to see that. And the truth.
And I know the person.
Yeah.
I also know this person is not, if they were living off disability, they wouldn't be scamming the system.
Yeah.
This person has stuff, And it's like, when Leah Michelle was canceled being racist, and Heather Morris, Brittany S. Pierce, she tweeted, is she awful? Yeah. Is she racist? Who's to say? That's kind of like
your take.
The takeaway with the people I've spoken to, they're like, is a bad person? No. Oh my God.
We're gonna.
I'm sorry, guys. I doxed him again.
It's okay.
And so what I was saying is this person a bad person? No. Can they be unpalatable? Yes. And it was really interesting to watch the rise of, oh, I'm autistic, and then the decrease in empathy. That's what it was. Because people are like, I'm autistic, my dog's autistic, my trans Punjabi disabled lesbian neighbor is autistic.
Yeah.
It's like, and so, but they don't do that. And it's called the autism spectrum. And it's so frustrating to watch a public massacre of somebody who doesn't mean to be bad.
And then it's the piling on of,
it's the dog piling
of, yeah, I absolutely can't stand that when you're beating a dead horse type of like, this person's already been through it, gotten their job taken away.
People found his mom's Instagram.
Oh,
I have something that I'll tell you off air.
Yeah.
About it. And it's just like the dude lost his job.
I think people enjoy this. Even happens when restaurants get canceled. You go and you 1-star them because you hear one person on TikTok say they were like, this manager was like, being creepy, being weird. And then all of a sudden the entire system gets pulled down in an instant. And people that have never even been to that restaurant, people that have never worked there, people that don't know this person are coming after this person saying all these terrible things, lies.
It was really interesting to read an account of, oh, I know that's a lie.
I know that's a lie.
I know that's a lie.
Sitting there being like this rando, this
I've known
anonymous
this person
account
for 7 years.
Yeah, is getting their rocks off.
Well, the gag is the poster was like, hey, I don't want to cause any drama. And then every single comment, yes, exactly. They had never came harder. They were so excited to get the 900 upvotes.
Yep.
And that spend an afternoon not making money, not working.
That is a
spending
lot
time.
of haters online. And I hate to say haters. It feels just like, it kind of feels like gross and whatever. But like,
I
don't think it's more than haters. It's people that really enjoy
it.
The 5 seconds of fame from the notification.
It was
dopamine.
It was dopamine. They were. It was like really, really, really crazy to also think that this person is now going to be... It's good that people are held accountable when they shouldn't be.
Or, you know, at the end of the day, maybe therapy or get
there's new things to address that are now going to be addressed. That's awesome.
Right.
Congrats on being given the pivot to growth.
Right.
But it is weird being like, I know you guys are dogpiling on somebody who is not intentionally a bad person.
Just sitting back and seeing
and I know some of it's lies. You're just lying.
Do you think this person's seen these comments?
Yes.
Do you think they're replying?
No.
Okay.
No, I know they're like 28, 29, but I think it's one of those things where it's like the parents took the phone.
Oh, you do? You don't think that there will be a response video?
No.
Do you think just off air is going to be the way to go for at least a while?
Yes. Okay. I will give you more details when we start recording.
No, I mean, I'm
and if you owe me $5, I'll tell you everything.
Oh my God. The, what is it? What's that called when Big Brother After Dark? Hate Watch After Dark.
Yeah. Hate Watch After Dark.
Yeah.
The
Come
Patreon.
to our live stream. Our 5. Yeah.
Today we're sponsored by Being a Pick Me. Ooh, pick me. Pick me. Please pick me.
Being a Pick Me. I used to. I loved it. It was kind of a fun time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When you dated that first guy and he was like Republican.
Oh, different. That was the second one.
I just thought of his voicemail.
Oh my God. So my ex is a police officer now. Total like asshole person. Definitely punched a hole in the wall on FaceTime with me because he was like losing in
You didn't show me your
Fortnite.
boobs.
Yeah, like, you know. Yeah, very violent person, right? Okay. He was actually and I can even tell this on the podcast. We were intimate.
Ew.
And I came to my mom and I was like, Mom, I think I'm pregnant. And we only did it once. There was no fluid inside. Nothing.
You were scared.
Yeah, but on birth control and condom.
Good, queen.
Yeah, we're talking
condoms.
double protected. And I went to my mother because I was like maybe a day late on a period, and I went, Mom, I think I'm pregnant.
It's all mental.
I've been irregular since 12. So why was I worried?
Were you a period at 12?
No, 10.
10.
I was on birth control at 12.
Early?
I mean, maybe not now, but
like ahead
maybe,
of the curve a little.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I mean,
back in our day.
Oh my God! Imagine I would have been like sold off then. Oh, bye, sweetie. Like in 1800s.
Yeah.
She's bled.
Yeah. Ew.
Bye, sweetie.
Good thing we're gonna get a goat or two out of this marriage.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? I had the most like old timey shit yesterday. Timmy's brother was like, "Oh, is that the famous $1.50 slice?" And I really went. Back in my day, it was $1. Back in my day, it was $1 pizza.
Is it? So you're gonna say all those signs are lying now?
Yes, most of them are $1.50.
And the tax and whatever.
There's no tax.
Ooh.
There's no
all
tax.
Right.
Pizza.
All right.
Then because most of it's cash only.
No, but the voice memo. Yeah, actually, it was. I forget who sent that. Oh, it was. So he's this police officer that is now a police officer. I'm not gonna name them. I don't want to fucking get arrested.
Once again, $5.
Yeah, right. Yep. He ended up sending a voice memo to one of his girl best friend's boyfriend at the time, which the girl best friend thing always got me when I was in high school. It was like, you want to fuck her.
By the way, like, does it
you
hold up?
Fuck her.
Yeah, probably.
You want to fuck her. Anyway, why are you sending...
Your 15-year-old mouth breathers from Jersey.
To her boyfriend at the time, why are you sending... I know where you live, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's iconic.
When I go to Queens, I'm going to beat the ever-loving shit out of you. Cock-sucking... Word I can't say. You can.
Princess.
Okay,
what's
Smurf.
wrong with being a throat queen? Some of y'all will have happier lives.
Oh my God. Calling me Bob.
So I was curious about your perspective on this. There was the 54 Below show that I was like, fuck it, like I'll perform. If you guys are, bless your show with me. So I submitted a video I had to record from that artist. So it took me like, honestly, a solid hour and a half to pick up a song, learn a song, transpose it, because it's a women's song, and then record it and then send it. And I got an automated response saying, hey, too many submissions. We're not going to watch this.
Oh my God. Why would you keep it up?
That's how I felt.
Make an announcement. It doesn't take too long to make a status update on Facebook.
You could delete the application.
Delete it?
I found it on Playbill. So I always, since I had the tab up for 4 days, so I refreshed the Playbill listing to see if it was still up, and it was still up. And I kind of was frustrated. I was like, because I had a huge callback, which we'll talk about next. during that time. And I was in a 5-show week for the off-Broadway musical I was in. So my voice was tattered. I was not sleeping. I was not eating enough. I was so tired. My voice was so tired. My instrument was tired. And I was like, I really want to prioritize it because whatever, I'll just say it. It was 54 Below sings Paramore, and Paramore is my favorite. It meant so much to me growing up. We have a TikTok coming out where we talked about like The Only Exception and how it was really important for me or whatever.
You said something a little bit worse than that.
Kalani, just get a size up. And so it was, and so like I spent a lot of energy to do a show, to put my hat in the ring. To get an automated response. And so I asked a few friends, in the biz, how they felt. And they were like, someone was like, you know what? It's cool that they told you they weren't going to watch it. So now they didn't see your face and felt disgusted and didn't watch it. Now it's not because you're too tall, too short, too fat.
I mean, fine, but you took the effort to make it.
And I've produced at 54 Below, and one of my best friends, Kara, produced 54 Below.
We're both followed by that.
And we both felt that, are you going to get 6,000 auditions? No. 54 Below, they give you, a lot of people want to perform there. When Kara did her show in January, she got about 420 submissions. 420,
that's a lot.
That's the ones that were submitted correctly. It's just like, I need the headshot, I need the resume, I need this particular singing video.
Yeah.
420 is a lot. But you look at the email and you watch half of it.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, you'll
skip around. Yeah.
But if you are requiring people to record a Paramore song or record a song for whatever, you owe them the respect, I think.
To let them know it's closed.
Yeah.
Girl.
Or to at least watch it, because who knows, like, maybe not that I would have been the best person. I think that show would have flourished with an all-female vocalist cast or like that kind of natural register. I thought, I was like, dang, it's kind of murky. I understand them being like, we have the cast, great. I'm not going to consider anybody. So
I don't like that at all.
But also, I was like, damn, you wasted a lot of my time.
Yeah, and a lot of other people's time.
Oh my god, wait, there are people in the world besides me.
Oh my god, wait, fuck,
yeah,
forgot.
wait, that is news.
Yeah.
Plus, you know how hard it was to find an instrumental to the B-side that I was using?
What'd you do? Do you want to say it?
Yeah, I did Tell Me It's Okay.
Yeah, that's like, it's so not...
track 17 from the deluxe of Paramore's self-titled album.
Yeah, and that's not on Sing to Piano. That's not on karaoke.
No, it's not
YouTube.
on fucking Carafun.
No,
it's not on Sing King.
Come on.
You know how hard it was to find that? Singing.
Yeah.
And I put in the work. So I was like, what's a song that I could only lower a little bit that like would feel fine enough in my voice that isn't all I wanted or ain't it fun or still into, that also was like told a story as an actor. I put thought.
It was a good choice.
Maybe it's been years.
And you know what? Honestly, I feel like it sticks out for an audition like that, because like the person putting this on knows
they
the
actually
discography.
like the artist.
Yeah. Come on.
Whatever.
Yeah, I hate that.
And then so I did a 40-page callback for a tour.
Insane.
They gave me 5 days to do 6 scenes and 2 full songs.
Unreal. Yeah.
And I thought that was everyone I spoke to was like, that's insane.
Too much. That was callback number 1. Or was that
it was
a submission?
No, it was callback number 1 of 2. So it was round 3 of 4.
Oh, okay. I mean, would you say that that's typical?
No.
Okay.
That amount of material is the most I've ever heard.
It's sickening.
Spoiler, I had my first Broadway callback.
It's Broadway.
This is not Broadway.
Oh, that one was.
That was a tour.
Okay.
About a week later, I had my first Broadway callback, and that
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was really nice. That's really exciting.
It took 5 years, but I finally had my first Broadway callback.
Fucking awesome.
And I remember I was in my spin class.
Hot. Boo.
When I got the email saying you have been requested for blah blah blah.
And then you just bite the fucking harder. Yeah, you're like, I'm up the hill.
And I was like, if I wasn't mouth breathing and red,
thigh sweat,
maybe I would have teared up.
Yeah.
No one can take that from me.
That's really exciting.
That's a dream come true.
Yeah.
Was I right for the part? No. Did I get the part? No.
But it is.
But to be considered
really
at
exciting.
that caliber,
yeah.
Because they're not bringing somebody in they don't think could do the job, which is really cool. But anyway, for this callback, I have never. Oh, and so for Broadway, I had 48 hours to do a 90-second dance, a 2-minute song, and a 1-minute scene. Which, by the way, is also
light,
ridiculous.
Right?
It's light.
It's light.
I mean, it
Broadway.
was really hard for me as a non-dancer. So I had to I had to learn the dance. I had to record the dance. I had to find a room to get the dance in. It was very, very, very difficult to do that.
Yeah.
But the song and the scene, I did the scene in 1 take.
Cake.
I did the scene in 5 takes, the song in 5 takes.
Cake.
You just know it. You know,
You're
it's
fine.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But for this one, the first song was 3.5 minutes. The second song was 90 seconds. The first, I had a 5-page scene, 2 4-page scenes, a 6-page scene, a 2-page scene. I had so much to do, and unfortunately, if I wasn't perfect for the part, I would have been like, no, thank you.
Right.
Because it's a tough ask. You don't get paid to a callback.
No.
You don't get and you know what I heard? The person who did the job last year is doing the job this year. They didn't even need me.
Come on. Why would they, again, just for shits and giggles? What, are they bored?
Yeah, for what?
Yeah.
For what reason? There was no equity rule that they had to do that. So it's already released? No, I've only heard.
Okay.
I've only heard.
The grapevine.
For the grapevine.
Right. Right.
But, and I was like, damn, like, the bubble's going to have to pop. There's going to come a time where nobody can handle that.
No.
40 pages?
Right. But the thing about it is, would you say ever since COVID, it's been 90% online?
Yes.
So they've cut down the actual go in person, hire the pianist.
Which is nice, but I personally feel that if I am going to learn 18 minutes of material, I would like you to see it.
Right.
Did they watch me? I don't know.
And also get a feel of who you are in the room. I mean, is it just a different vibe?
So like the scenes were labeled, you know, like Matt, you have to have it set in song number 1, song number 2, scene 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so I personally felt that my strongest things of all 8 videos was scene 2 and scene 5. I thought scene 3 and 4 were awesome. Scene 6 was fun. I felt the weakest part for me was scene 1. And maybe I said a wrong lyric in the long song, the first song.
Do you think they start in order? I mean, do they skip around?
I do.
Okay. Do you think after 1 they just don't even go on?
Yeah, they could have been like, hi, my name is Matt. And they're like, no.
Oh my God.
Hi, my name is Matt. Just they could have seen my face and be like, no.
The millennial pause.
Yeah, which is so frustrating because I'm like, if I'm going to learn, you should watch me.
Yeah.
That's
too much material.
It was too much.
Absolutely.
And it was rude. I mean, it took. I didn't sleep for nights.
I know. And you were also doing things.
I was working my little side jobs, and then I was doing a 5-show week off Broadway.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm recording. I remember I was late to the theater one day.
Running on fumes.
I'm like, I'm sprinting to the train to still be 15 minutes late to my call time to be like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm late.
Yeah.
I'm in for this. And they're like, oh, you got one of those tapes. Understood. But then again, it's putting yourself in murky water. You have to do a show 5 days in a row while trying to be the best for the next show. And I remember the producers, if you're watching, I'm sorry. The one show I lip sync the Act 1 finale because I couldn't. I can't be screaming that tenor line and then going home and doing another tenor line. So
you recorded it and then you...
Yeah, I went...
Yep.
Because I spent 3 hours... Here. Ridiculous.
Yeah, you're going to get a little... from a broom. From the bottom. Yeah.
Yes, and you know what? And that'd be valid if they told me to shut the fuck up. Don't you remember, based off of track 4 of Adele's sophomore album, 21, don't you remember the... Wait, that's so funny. Don't you remember the voicemail your ex left in 2015?
I can't believe that circle back.
Wait,
wow.
I didn't realize that.
That's insane.
Well, yes, we do. Don't you remember the joyless Christmas album from your other ex?
Yes. Bad.
Don't you remember the micro penis ex?
Oh.
On the keys.
Oh my God! You better not.
Is this Claro shade based off of Claro? Splitting the dinner bill evenly. Claro shade.
Claro shade. Shade, at least for me.
Yeah.
That's not happening
because you're not going to get a cocktail.
Oh my God, no.
I'm not going to get a steak.
No. But I think I think it's always been the thing where as a server, right? And you know this. I can't stand it when I get it. Trust me, I get it. I know you're broke. You're in high school. You want to go to, I was working at a sushi restaurant. I know everybody wants to get a salmon avocado roll. They only have 8. They only have $7.50, right? They just want to get a little salmon avocado. Maybe they're going to split the edamame. They have no idea who to put the edamame on. They're like, can you split the edamame around? Can you all add? Each? Yep. And I'm like, no, somebody's going to just have to front it. You all give them the $1 for it. I'm not doing. That's ridiculous.
It's
I cannot do that.
Can your system even do that?
No. Yeah. No, I mean, really, it's toast. You know the system.
Yeah, girl,
come on, you know toast. I love toast. I love toast.
You have Resi on yours? My new restaurant has the Resi. I didn't have that on my other restaurant.
Okay, yeah, no, Resi's great, and like Open Table and all them, like they're all really great. But like toast, girls, we're not doing that. And honestly, when it's 6 girls and it's 6 separate checks of $7.50, I'm about to lose my motherfucking mind.
Do you have a maximum? Is it 6?
It's 6. It's 6. It's 6. I actually have lied and said no, we can only do 4. I'm so sorry. Somebody's at the front. Somebody's at the front. 4 or 6. I can't. I
always, but like I get away with it. I'm like, I'm sorry. Can you not just Venmo her?
Just Venmo her. Sorry. Somebody go one card. Who has the richest dad? Let's play the game of whose dad's an optometrist.
Yeah. Whose dad's car is the newest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I hate that. I also it's as a server, you're right. It's terrible, but also as a dinner guest. I committed to what I ordered and that tax and that tip.
Yeah.
I remember I went to lunch once with a bunch of people from college when they like came back to visit, and I couldn't afford it at the time, so I got a side of garlic bread and water.
But you knew ahead of time.
And everyone else got fucking pitchers of margaritas and big fish tacos and steaks, and then they said, okay, so it comes to 46 or whatever. I said
it's not even.
I said no. My meal was $6.
Yep. Here's the cash right now.
And they were like, okay, so that's no problem. Everyone's tax and tip comes, I think it was like 14 apiece. And I went, I'm so sorry. I don't know if this wasn't clear. My dinner was what, $4, $5, $6. Here's a 10. Right. This is what I'm giving you.
Right. And that's honestly over. That's a way high.
$1.50 over.
Yeah, come on.
You're welcome.
Yeah. No.
And I remember they were kind of weird about it. And I was like, what do you mean? You had a picture of a Bloody Mary. I had bread.
Come on. We're gonna be real here.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Automatic gratuity is this Claro shade.
Inconclusive. My old restaurant was 18% automatic gratuity.
I don't like that. No.
You couldn't give more. And also it was split, even pool, right? So it's like I got 6% of all orders. That's not good enough.
Was that also on takeout?
No.
Okay. My thing with automatic gratuity
is 10%. If they ordered in person.
Okay, I'm okay with it when it's parties over 6 or parties over. It was 20% though at the restaurant.
28.
20.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing at the new one.
Okay.
6% or 6.20.
A certain 20%. Party, or is it just for everyone?
If it's a party of 6, it's 20%.
Anything else is just like tip what you want.
Yeah, and then they could also like
honestly they
double
tip more. They end up tipping more if there's no gratuity. It's a two
an extra
top.
31 cent. You know, yeah.
2 tops. You know. They're going to get like a couple wines, couple whatevers, apps.
That's a lot of money.
Dessert.
Yeah.
If it's 18, they'll go, oh, it's already, they don't even think about it. And it's like, they definitely would have probably done 22. They would have done 22.
Ours now it's 18, 20, 22. So they at least they'll pick the 20, you know?
Yeah, I hope so. Cry.
It's this Claro Shade self-checkout.
Success. I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm so sorry.
Cashiers. It's a little quicker.
Cashiers for me, I like at department stores. I like them to, fold my clothes up into a bag and maybe put them in for me.
Thank you for the box fold.
Right? They go, a dress top. Do you want it hung? Yeah, I'll get the dress bag.
Yeah, I do.
But as far as me going into a Stop and Shop, I do love the Trader Joe's cashiers. They could never go away with.
We cut up.
Oh, did you try the David's?
I love that.
I like barbells better.
Yes. Chocolate peanut butter. It was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. But like an Acme or like a.
It's weird. I don't want people to lose jobs, but I also would rather check out alone.
Yeah, the thing that I think it does feel a little brain numbing when you've heard me on FaceTime too many times. Welcome to Wawa. Please scan your Wawa rewards card now. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like trying to talk to you. You're going off of me. I have to learn 60 pages by tomorrow.
Yeah, literally.
And I'm like trying to get a hash brown. I'm like, bitch.
If I don't learn the harmonies to this,
yeah, I know. And I'm like, then she's screaming at me. Do you want a receipt? I'm like, no, bitch. Oh my god.
Maybe I don't know.
No, for fetch. I need it.
For fetch, girl. I'm about ready to cash in $25 to fetch.
Absolutely, girl. They be calling you Bob.
Thank you for Bob's. No burgers.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye, guys. Aw.